This is a brief postmortem for Project OceanMars, a 48-hour game jam I worked on in November 2012. A short time before OceanMars, Icefortress Productions completed our first game jam project, Skycrane, a multiplayer brawler. While it was a huge success, there were a few things we could have done better. Our collision detection was purely bitmap based and had no sense of direction, meaning you couldn't slide along walls or have particularly interesting terrain. The netcode followed a thin client model. This means that player instances sent messages to the server like, "Move my dude right," and the server sent back an updated list of sprites to draw. This was very easy to implement, but inefficient and glitchy. On top of that, the whole server itself was a hack on top of the client code that required a million special cases. Our code was full of hacks like this. We wanted to do something different with OceanMars. We'd all played games like Soldat and N+, which feature really fun movement in a 2D space. For OceanMars, we decided to make a 2D racing side-scroller. It would borrow from those games while feeling original enough to be worth doing. Quickly, we decided to rewrite all the code from scratch. We changed the internal representation of the game world to a scene graph, mainly so that we could easily attach weapons to characters. Without this, the health bars in Skycrane ended up being a huge hack. The netcode got much smaller, accomplishing all of the same stuff but with fewer bugs and hacks. It was client authoritative, with every player maintaining an internally consistent game world, reducing lag and crazy glitches like in Skycrane. We separated the client and server into separate processes, so that OceanMars could have dedicated servers. We implemented a new collision detection system for arbitrary 2D geometry. Believe it or not, this system would give us sliding for free. Instead of the simple 2-frame sprites of Skycrane, we put in an animation system for arbitrary complex sprites, and separated it completely from the underlying game logic. Unfortunately, while all of that is cool, what you've seen of OceanMars is all there is. We fell into the trap of being 5 programmers, and over-architected for most of our 48 hours, missing the golden rule of game development. Get something on the screen. Everything took longer than expected to get in because we insisted on implementing all of the systems at a quality level we just didn't need for a game jam. To be fair, our intention was to create a solid base to build off of, but I think we all expected to get more of a game in those first 48 hours. We had a scene graph, but we didn't get any gameplay objects to attach to the characters. We had dedicated server functionality, but no multiplayer goals to speak of. We had responsive netcode, but nothing happening to send. We had great collision detection, but barren levels. We had animation, but no sprites to show. OceanMars was less game jam, more game engine jam. I'm really proud of the tech we wrapped together in 48 hours. It would make a great base for the game we wanted to make. But to make something worth recording a video of, like Skycrane, we needed to be more passionate about making a game and less about writing code.